Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about reinventing myself for spring, coming up with a plan in order to do that, and you guys can follow along. This video is going to be the first episode of a new series that I'm starting called the Spring Refresh Diaries, and it's basically going to be following me through all of the things that you would usually need to do to prepare for spring, such as cleaning the house. There's probably going to be a few videos that entail that because my room is very dusty. And you can even follow along with me and do your own cleaning or your own vision boarding, which is basically what we're doing today. We're going to do a vision board. I'm going to talk about some goals that I have established for the next season. And I also want to put in this video a new spring makeup look that I want to work on and try to figure out. And I'll talk more about that when the time comes because the makeup hasn't come in the mail yet. I'm hoping that by tomorrow it should be here and I can add that onto this video. But I digress. Let's go make the mood board and then let's come back here and talk about it and regroup. Okay, so I think I made a lot of progress on the mood board. All of the images I put on the mood board roughly fall into these 5 goals that I wrote down. So my first goal was try more new things and go to more local events in my city. Second goal, dress in a way that makes me feel confident. Third goal is start meditating. And the fourth goal is to be committed to my health and routines. And the fifth goal is to really push my creative limits into new areas. On the board for the first goal, I put a few pictures of like a ceramics class because I keep getting this ad on all my social media platforms from this app S'more, and I downloaded it and I'm gonna try and see if it's any good. But it's like these 2 girls and they're doing a ceramics class and I'm like, maybe I can do a ceramics class, you know, but I don't know. It would like depend how expensive it is and also how hard it is. But that's one idea I had for an event that maybe I'd be interested in going to if I can find it. I also have a lot of photos of girls like shopping, like at a bookstore or being out on the town. What if I want to be out on the town? I feel like the winter is very much a time where people aren't doing as much because the weather outside is so frigid, or at least I'm like that. So then when spring and summer why can't I talk? Why does this keep happening to me? When spring and summer come, I tend to become more social and more interested in doing things outside the house. I mean, I'm always interested in doing things outside the house. It just is significantly more difficult when the outside is borderline inhospitable. I also added a picture of a little cat with a sun on its face, not because I have a cat, but because that is how I want to feel. And that is how I feel when the sun is out. Like it's charging me up, like I'm photosynthesizing. That is what I want to be giving. I want to give photosynthesis in spring 2025. Like if you agree. We are giving photosynthesis. I also have a lot of nature-y pictures on here of like going outside, like maybe like trails or something. See, my thing is, can I hike? That would be a very bad idea. Nobody should ever let me on a hike because I would probably have the asthma attack of the century and roll all the way down whatever hill we just climbed. But it would be nice to go to like a flat area of land with some streams or something. I don't know where I'm gonna find this. I mean, I remember when I went to Colorado, I just did the walk around Lily Lake, which wasn't that bad. And a lot of the scenery and nature in Colorado was really beautiful. I mean, I kind of wish I could just go back to Colorado, but I don't really think that's gonna happen, so.
I want to see the ducks.
I have a photo here of a girl with butterflies on her hand, which is an interesting choice because I'm actually afraid of butterflies. Like, I don't know when I developed this fear. It's like if I see a butterfly outside, it's not like I'm gonna freak out. But if I go into a place where there's tons of them, yes, I get a little bit scared. There is something about the overwhelming number of fluttering creatures that could land on me at any moment. And then I'm responsible for if I accidentally knock it off my arm and kill it. And what does it want with me? Like, there's so many questions in a scenario where there is a copious amount of butterflies, such as a butterfly sanctuary at a zoo. I think that is where I realized my fear is at the zoo. So that photo is kind of like a fairy tale because I don't think I'd be able to cope with that many butterflies on me. I also have a lot of stuff on here about like printed photos or like Polaroids or photo strips or taking photos with a camera. I already do that a lot, but it would be nice to up-level it and maybe start taking my Instax Mini out places more so I can just capture things in the moment. But the thing is I'm not an expert at using it by any means, and a lot of times the pictures come out looking really blue, or like I don't get the lighting right, and then the flash is always on. There's probably something I'm not understanding. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll figure it out. I pinned a few affirmations to the board. Stop waiting around for the perfect moment when you can just start now. That's good advice. I get paid for being me. I am a successful content creator. If you guys want to actualize that affirmation for me, don't be shy. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. You can take part in a manifestation. My life looks like my Pinterest feed. Isn't that what we all want? Isn't that what we all want? I mean, I don't think anybody has a Pinterest feed of like horrifying events that they would never want to happen to them. That would probably be a disorder. Imagine you met somebody and you found out that they used their Pinterest as like a list of things they never want. That would be whack. Old ways don't open new doors. No matter how unrealistic it seems, it's going to happen. I have a lot of photos of like books and stuff, which I like to read. A lot of flowers. And I told you guys about the makeup thing at the beginning, so I put a picture of a girl in here who has more of like a makeup-y makeup. Like, I don't, you know, if you're a girl, you're gonna have to understand this. I feel like you know what I mean. Like, the makeup that I wear is not very makeup-y. And there is a line that you can cross where you become too makeup-y. But in some scenarios and situations, I don't feel makeup-y enough. Sometimes I would like to look a little bit more makeup, but I don't want to accomplish that by putting more foundation on, because then that so easily crosses over the line into something else, and I don't really need to use a heavy amount of foundation. I put like barely any on. In fact, I only put it on my cheeks because I have like pseudo rosacea. It's like rosacea, but not really rosacea. But I thought for spring I could do like more of a blush heavy look, maybe get more of like a more pigmented lip going on. You guys will see. And maybe I'll stop talking about my vision board here because this will be a good segue into the makeup part of the video, which, as I said, I'll be adding on a different day. Okay guys, so it's like 2 days later now and I have all the makeup here. All of it is from e.l.f. This video could be sponsored by e.l.f. if they really wanted it to be. I don't know why they'd want it to be because the videos get like 100 views each, but pretty much everything except for one thing is e.l.f. I will show you guys close-ups of the products at the end once I'm done, but I'm gonna read them off to you. First off, I have this liquid metallic eyeshadow in the color, if I can find where it says the color, in the color Comet. And there's e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil Glimmer Finish, and this is in Candy Coated. And there's this eyeliner pencil. It's like a cream formula, and it's called No Budge Retractable Eyeliner, and it's in a brown color. And then I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow, which I heard that this is really pigmented, so apparently you don't want to use a lot at one time. But I also got it in like a lighter champagne color, so it shouldn't be as like bold. And then what's most key to this is the Camo Liquid Blush in Pinky Promise. And the only thing that's not from them is the Vinyl Super Stay Vinyl Ink Maybelline, I guess like liquid lipstick, which I don't know how pigmented this one's gonna be. I might have to like work with it and like blot it out and everything, but I already did my base, which is just like a primer and a very light coating of foundation and the clear mascara. And I'm gonna insert pictures right now of the look that I'm going for. But as I said before, I'm thinking more of like a blush heavy, like a little bit like Sabrina Carpenter, but not really, but also a little bit like 60s inspired. Like I'm trying to mix an amalgamation of influences here, and I really hope that it goes well because I am not a makeup connoisseur and this could go very wrong. But I'm hopeful. Let's get started. And as I go through, I might stop and talk to you guys about some things, but all of my makeup brushes desperately need to be cleaned. I'm sorry, like that might be something else that I include in the Spring Refresh Diary series is me cleaning my makeup brushes. But I like to go in and use this old crusty Neutrogena powder. I don't know why I didn't replace it when I bought all this stuff, but just to like tamp down some of the sheen of my skin. Because I kind of take it away from the places that I don't want it, so then I can go back and add the sheen back in the places I do want it. I got my eyebrows threaded yesterday. Does anybody else but me find it extremely painful? I've been doing it for years and everybody always tells me, or at least they did in the beginning, oh, you'll get used to it, you'll get used to it. Never. Never have I gotten used to it. Every single time, the tears are flowing. My eyes are so sensitive. I'm just gonna go in the same order that I normally would, which is I would do all my like face stuff first. I just found this new pink Hello Kitty sponge that I can use for the blush. I haven't gotten to wash it because I didn't even think to get the sponge ready before I started this, but that's okay. In real life, I will wash it before I use it again. This is dangerous. I have a white shirt on doing this. I'm gonna start out very like careful. I'm just gonna do 2 dots on one cheek for now. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry, everyone. Okay. I think that we're gonna start out a little bit rough. We're starting out a little bit rough, but I think I made it like salvageable thus far. I don't know, guys, you're just gonna have to see at the end. Like we're trusting the process. I can't even trust this process. I'm not lying to you right now. I'm actually gonna do 1 dot on this side now. Okay, well, I can tell you for certain, the look is more blush heavy as I said it would be. It's kind of growing on me right now, but now I'm gonna take the powder blush that I usually use because that one is so pigmented and put it like on the nose and the forehead where I normally would. This way I'm not just like adding more fuel to the fire. I look sunburnt. I don't look like Sabrina Carpenter. Oh no, crash out, help me, oh my god. Okay, Halo Glow. Like, should this be a last step? Like, I'm becoming, no, I need to do this now so I can see the vision because otherwise I'm just gonna feel freaked out. Okay. Wow, this is scary, honestly. Okay. This is like very glittery. So far, nothing catastrophic happened when I added that, so that's nice, at least, compared to what happened before. I was being very, like, organized. That is going out the window now. Like, I did. Like, this is getting serious. I'm gonna attempt to put a little bit of concealer here, because I don't usually do this, but I honestly can't tell if I feel like that did anything, but I would rather start with less and add more as I go if I think I have to, than try desperately to get everything off. This is like so awkward, me talking with one eye shut to do this, but listen. This step is something I always do when I do my makeup. Guys, this is like so dubious. I really don't know if this is gonna turn out. Like, I'm losing my confidence right now. I'm gonna put my usual brown in the crease of my eye to have like a starting point for what I want to do. Now I'm gonna try to put the liquid eyeshadow on. I'm like honestly scared. Like, it may seem like I'm being dramatic, but like I really wanted this to go good. Like, at least this like liquid eyeshadow is more like sheer. It is burning my eye. Is this my first makeup product allergic reaction? I don't care, I'm adding it to the other one. It better work. I think it's just like the way it dries down, it burns for a second. I drew this line. I'm aware that it looks crazy, but it's because I'm gonna blend it out. So it's okay. Like, I'm gonna start without any product on the brush. So right now I went into the bathroom and I wiped some of the blush off because the mistake that I made, I think, is I panicked and I blended it in like too close to the middle of my face, which I didn't like. And I don't even know if I fully was able to remove it. I can't be like too perfectionistic because this is my first time doing it, but now I'm adding some mascara. I think the eyes are good. Now I'm gonna try to start doing like something with the lips. So far, like, I'm kind of liking it, I'm kind of not liking it. I feel like I do need a better base, like a better foundation, in order to feel happy with it. Oh, wow. Oh, this went really good, didn't it? Wow. I love that. Okay, we're gonna fix it. I'm letting the lipstick dry. It's still kind of sticky, but I think I picked a good color. It's honestly hard for me to see in this mirror, which I think is adding to my stress and anxiety when doing this. I just went in and added more foundation to areas where I felt like I wasn't happy with the coverage, and I think it kind of worked a little bit. Like, I don't want to overdo it, but I still like want to add like a little bit more brightening with the concealer, like in the center of my face and with my eyes and stuff. Obviously, I don't want to mess up the eyeliner that I did before. My thing is, I'm realizing right now I might have like dry skin. Like, and I'm thinking that my base is not most good for dry skin when I'm like applying it more. But at the same time, I kind of really like dislike looking oily. Like, I want to look like I have like a healthy glow, but I also don't want to look dry and crusty, but I also don't want to look oily. It's like an impossible balance, and I'm not going to go back in with more of the liquid blush. I still feel like I could make that work. It's just like, maybe it would be better if I did it with a brush instead of a sponge. But then I think like in the beginning, I would have to still use a sponge in order to like tap it out, because then this would just smear it everywhere. But either way, we're coming towards the end of this, and I think it's coming together a little bit better. It's not perfect, and I kind of am like feeling not amazing about it, but practice makes perfect. Makeup is a skill, guys. You have to learn how to do it well over time after a lot of trial and error. And my thing too, which is like the kind of face that I have, I tend to want to use blush to contour more than bronzer because I'm very, very pale. And even if I were to bronze myself, I don't think it would look right. Like, I don't have the kind of face for like a heavily bronzed look, I don't think. But let me double check this in the other mirror and then we might be finished. I'm feeling happy. I just looked in the other mirror and I think adding the additional foundation really helped carve things out since I put all that in the center. And now I think I can put the lip gloss on and we can be done. I'm done. So I'm gonna clean this up and then I'm gonna do the grand reveal in my room and hopefully you guys will see me more up close then. So this is the finished look. It's cloudy today, so even though I have all the lights on, my room is still pretty dark. I will do like a close-up, but just for now. Like, I still wasn't able to carve the cheeks out exactly the way that I wanted to give more definition. That's what I was hoping to do with the liquid blush, but I think I kind of got scared by the liquid blush and how pigmented it was. And comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you have any suggestions on how I can like fix these problems I'm describing if you know more about makeup than I do? I've always geared towards doing like a very light, natural thing that works just for like in person with other people. But my idea with this makeup is I kind of wanted to be able to use it maybe for taking photos, or at least, even if not this same exact eye, maybe at least like get a solid base that I can use for photos that's more like conducive to more lighting or having the camera on you, period. I did succeed at increasing the amount of blush. I just want the placement to be more precise, and I'd like to have more of a cut here, but like I said, I don't like the bronze situation, so I could have gone back in and added more foundation underneath here, but I felt like with the drying foundation that I have, that would have clumped in. Like, I'm not hairy, but we all have peach fuzz, girl. Everybody knows that. We all grow a little peach fuzz on our face, and if I were to do the shaving, it would just give me 1,000,001 ingrown bumps, and I'm not about that. So I didn't feel like I could just go back in and add more white over here. It didn't seem like it would look natural, but that brings us to the end of this first episode of the Spring Refresh Diaries. I hope you enjoyed, and if you watched until the end, comment a pink flower emoji down below, or also if there are any suggestions for things you want to see me include in the refresh series, let me know, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.